Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel and some more PGA Tour 2K25, and today it's a little bit of a different kind of video again. We have got a course playthrough going on in the background. I don't have it up in front of me right now at the moment as to who the designer is. I will mention that in a few minutes. I'll check it out, but we are going to be playing at the Wheelbarrow Club and we're going to be playing in two different styles. Now I'm not talking in terms, because there are a number of different play styles in PGA Tour 2K25. So when it comes to playstyles, I'm not referring to archetypes where you'll have your powerhouse, you'll have your technician, your sculptor, all that sort of stuff. What I'm referring to is in terms of PGA Tour 2K25 playstyle, and this is all based around ranked matchmaking. That's kind of actually how this video came about. I'll go more into detail on that in a moment, but it all revolves around the ranked matchmaking. And you've got your 2K25 style of player, where a lot of people are rush, get through it as quick as you can and get on to the next one. You've kind of got two more playstyles. You've got an in-between one, and then you've got the other extreme of the rush that I just mentioned, which is something a little bit more akin to how it was about 10-11 years ago when this franchise kicked off, where OG players like myself and many others, now we don't play like this all the time, but it's more akin, as I say, to the golf club style play, where we are not speeding up shots. We couldn't speed up the shots back then. So that's kind of what I want to do today. As I say, I've got a side-by-side here. On the left-hand side of the video, you're going to see the more present-day style of play, rush, from 2K25. And on the right-hand side, you're going to see more the golf club style play. So let's get out onto the course, and I'll go a little bit more into detail, and I'll just have a little chat about what I think of it all, pretty much. So as we get things underway, you'll see obviously we have the split screen. On the left, we got, as I dubbed it a minute ago, more 2K25 style of play, and on the right, something more reminiscent or akin to the golf club, where we weren't able to speed up the shots. Both rounds are being played on Wheelbarrow Club, which is designed by, I hope I'm pronouncing his name right, JChantres, I think I'm pronouncing the name right anyway. But I was toying with the idea of downloading the original golf club game, and doing a round on there. But to be honest, actually, if I remember correct, the servers, I think for the golf club 2 as well, the servers aren't even active anymore. So I don't even know if I will be able to. Plus, also, I wanted both rounds to be done on the exact same course, the exact same conditions, just to have it as close as possible. So both rounds, everything was kept for default. I changed the wind to be medium and easterly as well. And literally the only difference is I just changed the tops otherwise. Tops are my golfers, and for the golf club one, we got the OG, the golf club shirt on there, and we just got I think it's an Under Armour shirt I think I have on the speed one. Not that matters. But yeah, I just wanted everything to be as close as possible, just to see the differences between these two styles of play in terms of speed on the exact same course, exact same conditions, all that. So well, I ramble on a bit more than I should with that. And to be honest, it's not actually as big a difference as what I thought it was going to be. I actually thought it was going to be a lot longer in terms of the quote-unquote golf club style play, not speeding up any shots. So as you'll see, obviously there are timers down there at the bottom, underneath each one. So we're on to hole number 4 already, a par 3 on our left-hand side, and on the right-hand side, I think, are we on hole number 2? I haven't been looking. Let's just get this. Let me just zoom this in a little bit more so I can see it a bit clearer. So we're only on hole number 2, just finishing hole number 2 at the moment. And as I say, it kind of, I constantly see in posts like this throughout Facebook, Twitter, or X, whatever you want to call it these days, and other groups and stuff like that. And there was one that I spotted not long ago, which I thought I'd include in the video. Now, I'm not going to name drop anybody, but the main post goes, I'm going to assume that this person is on either Xbox or PC, just going by the controls. To the guys who simply never hit the A and Y buttons to advance. Dot 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 dot. I hope you have diarrhea the next 2 weekends. Like, now I'll read out a few comments, a couple of comments from it, along with replies. Again, not going to name drop anybody. If you've seen the post, you've seen the post. You know where it's going. Maybe you yourself who did the post is actually watching the video, and maybe you can drop down like, why is there such a big rush? Because you're going to see there's not much difference at all here throughout this video with the gameplay in the background. So one of the comments says, I literally do this for people like you. Now I'm going to go more into detail on this after I read out these comments. I literally do this for people like you. Tell me, do you play better or worse when you're raging at me watching every shot? To which the OP replies, it's just kind of straight up annoying. I can't get past X amount of points, whatever, to save my life. So either way. And that's it. Then decides to do a follow-up comment, basically trying to start doing a personal attack on the person's name and stuff like that. And a typical rage response. Another comment goes, give me a break. Even a 9-hole game doesn't take long. Some people like to enjoy the game, and especially on drives where you can enjoy the flight of the drive you hit. And on ranked play, not every putt is a gimme. This is very true. I see many players botch 3-foot putts, so I won't concede putts unless it's under that. So chill out, enjoy the game, stop rushing through it. And to which the OP again replies, just use the A and Y button more. In a person's name. Spread the word. Thanks. Enjoy the weekend. So this is kind of what brought up this video. I've been toying with the idea of this for a while. About what is such a big rush. And as I mentioned at the start, there's basically your three speeds of play. There's your super fast, which you can see me doing here on the left, and then there's the other extreme, just watching every shot play out, taking your time, chilled, relaxed. It is golf after all. And then in between, you've got like, you take your tee shot, you let it fly for a couple of seconds, then you'll speed it up once you know it's in the fairway or it's going onto the green, if it's an approach shot, etc. If it's your putts or something like that, if you see it's going to miss, you speed it up. Even if it's going to go in and it's birdie, par, whatever, you just speed it up, get it onto the next hole. I do that myself more a lot of times. What I do myself when I'm playing ranked, I will get into a match, and if I'm first, I'll do that middle ground play. I'll let it go for a couple of seconds, speed it up, and then I will watch and see how the other person plays. If the other person plays in that way as well, that's how I'll play. If I see left gameplay, speedy boy playing, I'm going to go slow. And I have absolutely no problem whatsoever if the other person wants to be a TGC style, no speeding up, just like the right-hand side of the screen, right-hand side gameplay. Let it all play out. That is no problem whatsoever to me. I will play alongside like that, and I'll relax and enjoy the game. But there's a reason why, me personally, and this goes back to the first comment on that post, where this person says, I literally do this for people like you. Why do we do it? It's a tactic. And I'd say 9 out of 10 players that I play against like that, who are rush all the way through it, want to get it through it as quickly as possible onto the next game, so on and so forth. We know you're going to fuck up. It's just a matter of waiting. Yeah, we could go shot for shot for 8 straight holes, and then on that 9th hole, you're going to screw it up. It's just a matter of waiting. And because we know, as this person said in that comment, tell me, do you play better or worse when you're raging? Because we know you're raging, you're squeezing the living daylights out of your controller, wanting us to speed up the shots. It's a gameplay tactic. Again, sorry, there's going to be a bit of language, but yeah, it's a bit of a mind fuck. We're going to fuck with your mind. We do it tactically to get the advantage because we know you're raging. And as I say, 9 out of 10 times for me, like, yeah, even playing slow and not speeding up shots, I can screw up. You will see, actually, if I remember correct, the left-hand gameplay, the speed gameplay, I think I got, was it 2 or 3 eagles? I can't remember. We're almost finished the round anyway. What are we on? Hole 15 already, whereas we're only on hole 8 here on the slow, quote unquote slow play. But as the second comment goes, then that I read out there about that some people like to enjoy the game. There's an IRL golf channel. I actually I follow the channel and everything. I cannot think of the guy's name, but he says quote something along the lines of I don't think it's word for word exact, but we're here for a short time, not a long time. Just enjoy it. This is like golf. Like, yes, we do have the speed up option, but I mean, golf is a game to be just it's a more of a chill out game, relax. It's not your fast paced racing games, shooters like Call of Duty and stuff like that. Um, just sit down, relax. I can understand when people might only have a quick 10-15 minutes for a game, but ranked ain't for that. If you've only got like 15-20 minutes, something like that, quick 15-20 minutes for a game, ranked ain't to play. Sit down, have a quick round. And you're like, if you've got 15-20 minutes, you want to speed up your gameplay, this is where you will see. It has taken me, what are we on now? We're coming up on hole 18. If I'm correct, this is hole 18. We're on hole 18 after 8 minutes and 45 seconds we have teed off on the left-hand gameplay. 8 minutes and just coming up 50 seconds. What hole are we on now? We're barely finished I think we're only finishing the front nine. We're on hole number 9 for a birdie putt. So you're only basically cutting your time in half. And this is why another reason why I don't get it is there was actually, I'm pretty sure, another comment saying about roughly around about 20 minutes or whatever for a match. Like, even speeding it up, if you think about it, two people, like the left-hand gameplay, 9 minutes and 11 seconds it took until that final putt dropped in the hole. From the very first strike of the ball on the first tee to that putt, to that ball, you hear it dropping into the cup. That's how long that took. 9 minutes and 11 seconds. And if you think about it, two people doing that, is double that pretty much, depending on how long it might take. It might take a person a couple of seconds longer or shorter or whatever to work out a shot. And it's pretty much going to take, spoiler alert, basically 18 minutes is what it took me, as we go full screen now, for the slower gameplay. Around about 18 minutes and whatever amount of seconds it was from the first strike at the ball on the first tee until you hear the ball drop into the cup on 18. So it's going to take about 20 minutes. And genuinely, I actually did think, because I remember it taking longer. I could be wrong. It could be just something in my head making me think it. But I actually thought that back in the golf club, it could have been that it actually took longer for a round than 20 minutes. So I was actually I was pleasantly surprised by that it took a little bit shorter than what I actually thought it was going to take. I genuinely thought it was going to take like a good 30, 35 minutes, something along those lines. Maybe it's thinking back to content creation. Now, I know I wasn't doing course playthroughs or anything like that back in the original golf club. I started in the golf club too. But like, that's another reason why. Now, fair enough, I do know ranked is official courses. It's not community created courses or anything like what we're playing, what you see here now in the background. But that makes me wonder, if you speed play in a ranked match like that, are you speed playing in, what do you say, any society or the likes of TGC tours, or even just playing around on a course that you've heard about? Are you speed playing through that? Because do you even enjoy the course? Are you even appreciating the course itself? Whereas playing like what you see now in the background, the slower play style, you're being able to, while the shot is in play, you can, like, off the tee or your approach shot, you might spot something. Of course, oh Jesus, I like what that designer did over there. That some great little details and stuff like that. I like how they've laid out this hole, so on and so forth. You can actually appreciate the course. Whereas, and as well, if you hit an absolutely amazing shot into a green, whether it's say it's par 5, second shot, you get an albatross. Par 4, your second shot, you hole it out from whatever distance. Or par 3, you get a hole in one. You're speeding up every shot. You don't appreciate that. But whereas if you're letting it play out, you can be like, oh my God, that was an absolutely perfect shot, beautiful shot. Save the replay on that or something like that. Whereas if you're just going speed all the way through it, you're gonna miss it again. Golf is, for me personally, and for a lot of people, golf is this is a game to just chill out and relax. It's not one of these fast-paced games like your racing games or your first-person shooters and stuff like that. So I do have to ask the question: why is it that that so many, not everybody, but so many people are in such a rush? Now, as I did mention earlier, yes, I do speed up my shots, depending on the person that I'm playing, or if I'm playing around. If I'm doing a course playthrough, that's more so to save time. Because even though it takes roughly around just shy of 19 minutes for me to strike the first tee shot to the final putt dropping in, when doing commentary in between as well, like and setting up shots and stuff like that, if I'm just playing around by myself, it's not going to take as long. But obviously, as I say, doing commentary, doing intros and course conditions, all that stuff, and then talking throughout the round, that is going to add on more and more time as well. So that is more so just to save time, from a content perspective. But I really like, again, as I say, I know it's official courses only, but even the official courses, like sometimes, like, just enjoy the environment. Would environment be the right word? I'm not quite sure, but it really does. It puzzles me as to why people can get so agitated, angry, I suppose, basically, and raging for somebody playing at a different pace of them. It really, it really does. Like, here we are now. We're 14 minutes, and let's see exactly what time this put. Now, see, look, here's a prime example. This is like, I know a lot of people in 2K25 have played all the way back from the golf club, but I know there's a lot of people only started playing in the 2K franchise. Never played any of the actual golf club games themselves. Now, with Golf Club 2, we did start getting the fast forward option. Pretty sure it was the Golf Club 2, but the Golf Club 1, we didn't have it. And like, here we are, 14 minutes and just over 30 seconds, and we're on a third shot here on hole number 14. Excuse me. Now, I'm actually trying to remember, because I wasn't paying attention, as to what was shot in the speed play round. I think it was 10 under par, something like that. God, I meant to have a look. If I think of it, I'll pop it up on the screen anyway. But managed to get a couple of eagles. But I probably would have actually appreciated them a lot more had I been playing at a bit of a slower pace and just enjoying the course, taking in the sights, taking in all the little details, say, that the designer's done. And like, what are we now? 8 under par, I think it is. I think it's 8 under par anyway. Let's have a little look. We're 8 under par through 14, and we've just moved to 9 under par. 15 minutes, 25 seconds for 9 under par. And now we've got a par 4. I don't know if there's any more par 3s. I think it's a par 5, if I remember correct, to finish off. But even just there, taking the tee shot, just staying at the golfer there for a second, and then coming through here, you're seeing all the stuff that the designer has gone to the trouble of doing. That's why I asked the question of as well. If you play like that in ranked, do you play like that in every other round as well? I'm genuinely very curious to it. Like, so, like, if I only have a quick few minutes to get on and play, like, there's no point. Like, if I have 30 minutes, yeah, I can play around. I know going by this, I can play around the golf within less than 30 minutes. Right, there we go. That's that done. Go off and do what I need to do. But one thing for sure, I am not going to get on and say, oh, I've got 30 minutes to play. Let's get on and slam out a couple of ranked matches. When, as I did mention a moment ago, or a few minutes ago at least anyway, it took 9 minutes and whatever amount of 9 minutes and 11 seconds for my round on my own doing that, and that was speeding up absolutely everything. What I also did do was I turned off the pre-shot animation, so that's to save a few seconds. With some holes, I know some holes doesn't do it. It doesn't do it in ranked, if I remember correct. That's why I turned it off. But if you think about it, as I say, that was 9 minutes and 11 seconds for me to play that round by myself as fast as possible. And so if there was another person, now I don't play duos, so I don't know how long it would take in duos. I'm going to we'll just throw out the figure there of about, we'll say, upwards of 30, a minimum 30, 35 minutes, minimum. That's everybody, all 4 players, playing as fast as possible. Whereas, obviously, you're going to have people going at different paces. So you're talking maybe about 40, 45 minutes for a match. I'm just throwing it out. That's provided it goes the distance as well. That, excuse me, one team doesn't annihilate the others. Because a round could easily go for 5 holes or something like that, or whatever. Somebody could just absolutely destroy the other player. That's another question as well that I want to throw out there. Why do you why do people have to? You're going to get the loss anyway, and like that's what I say. That's why I say it's a tactic with the slower play for these speed players, because we know that you're going to screw it up because you're in such a rush that you're going to make some sort of little judgment error, whether it's calculating an approach shot or just not fully lining up your putt, or maybe a miss hit on the putt because you're trying to go so fast and get onto the next shot, and the lack of patience. And I've lost my train of thought now on where I was going with that. I don't know. But anyway, we're just about to wrap up this round, so let's see what the timer stops at. So this final putt is going to drop in at bang on 18 minutes and 37 seconds. 18 minutes and 37 seconds. Not even 19 minutes to do a full... We did actually finish with an eagle, so it was a par 5. Now, I shot 13 under there, and if I remember correct, it was 10 under in the speed round. So nothing really major in terms of score distance, but I appreciated the round more. I actually, because I did do the speed play first, and what I found was that I didn't even notice it in the course. Whereas while I was playing that, I noticed certain little details and what way the designer had done the course, the whole lot. Again, I will state that yes, I know ranked play, as what this video is based around, is only on the official courses and stuff like that. It's not on the likes of this course here, the Wheelbarrow Club. As we just switch back over now to the artwork screen. While I just continuously ramble on, but no, it's a genuine. It is a genuine question. I would like to hear it from both sides of the fence, or the battle. I suppose you could say the battle of speed. Are you a speed player? Are you a chill player? Are you somewhere in between? If you're a speed player, what is it that makes you want to go from one round to the next, or one match to the next, so fast, rather than just sitting down and saying, gonna chill out, gonna get online, gonna go head to head with somebody, or just play around and chill out? It's golf. It's not meant to be played ultra fast. It's supposed to be a relaxing game. What was it? I saw something. I can't remember who the quote is from, but oh, what was it? It was something along the lines. Again, it's another quote. It's not word for word, but it's something along the lines of, golf is the only sport that you can call relaxing and still get worse each time you play, or something like. It was something along those lines anyway. But yeah, it's supposed to be a relaxing sport, a relaxing game. Like, it's not your fast paced shooter. It's not your ultra fast like F1 or Gran Turismo or whatever racing game that I can't think of off the top of my head. But yeah, I would love to hear people's thoughts on it before it goes on too much longer, because what are we coming up? We're coming up in just about 23 to 24 minutes now on this or so. Yeah, so I'd love to hear people's feedback. From, again, as I say, both sides of the argument, the slow players and the speed players. What, in particular, the speed players? Why are you in such a rush just to get into the next match, and why do you get so irritated knowing damn well that other people are going to play at a different pace? Not everybody wants to play at your pace. But anyway, that's where I'm going to leave this video. So thank you all very much for watching and listening to me ramble on for the guts of 25 minutes. If you made it this far and you did enjoy the video, don't forget to drop it a like. If you have not done so already, or you're just brand new to the channel, do consider subscribing, and I will talk to you all in the next one, which will be a bit of a controversial topic. But until then, take care, have yourselves a good one, and bye for now.